it will be our aim to become leaders in the education of the young men and women of Texas, fitting them to creditably fill the most important positions in business and professional circles. So spoke founding President Joshua C. Chilton on September 16, 1890, when he opened the Texas Normal College and Teacher Training Institute in Denton. Those auspicious words, emphasizing leadership, inclusion, opportunity, and service to the state, would echo throughout the history of the University of North Texas. A story of becoming a thriving institution in the heart of a booming region. A university committed to providing the best education possible and preparing students from every background to become thoughtful, engaged citizens of the world. Ours is a colorful story, especially if that color is green. Above all, we're an American success story, one of growth in scope and ambition, in optimism, creativity, and innovation. UNT's inseparable ties to Denton go back to that 1890 beginning, when a group of local business leaders known as the Syndicate purchased 10 acres to establish the college. Before the new campus was ready, classes met on the top floor of a hardware store downtown. 70 students, men and women, attended, and later a group of Creek Indians helped boost enrollment. The new Normal building, financed by the city, opened on campus in 1891. Our second president, J.J. Crumley, continued the challenge of establishing the college and gained state recognition for the school's degrees. The legislation named us North Texas Normal College, and North has been a part of our name ever since. The college embraced innovative research in the mid-30s with scientists like J.K.G. Silvey, whose water quality studies, some of the institution's earliest funded research, started the rising tide of UNT's passion to protect the environment. In 1935, our first master's degree programs began. Today, UNT is a hub for bio-based research focused on preserving the planet. In 1961, the college officially became North Texas State University. Acknowledgement that we were transforming into an academic institution of the first order. The University Day celebration featured speeches, dancing, and the ringing of the victory bell. In the 1980s, led by President and Chancellor Alfred F. Hurley, the university set a course for becoming a national research institution, bringing distinguished faculty and research to campus and contributing to the success of our region, state, and nation. Over the years, the research and scholarship enterprise has expanded to include plant science, materials science, engineering, computational chemistry, and logistics, just to name a few. Today, with 12 colleges and schools, UNT is a pace setter in finding multidisciplinary, innovative solutions in energy, agriculture, nutrition, medicine, and many other areas. We have come a long way from 70 students above a hardware store, but the vision of founding President Chilton to become leaders in the education of young men and women rings as true as ever. Today, our 16th president, Neil Smotrisk, leads a UNT that aspires to national prominence as a research institution, offers the best education, and remains vibrantly tied to the North Texas region and our Denton community.
Today is really an honor.
Honestly, we're really proud because we've seen the man hours that she's put into all the time, effort, homework, assignments, everything. So I think it's really exhilarating to see her finally make it.
It's just huge. We are so proud because I get very emotional. Is that okay? It's okay. I'm so a mom. Oh my gosh, it's just a blessing, and we're so proud of him.
I believe getting a degree, period, would do wonders for us. And the fact that we've done it, and there are other things that are coming forth, I'm just very excited.
UNT was actually one of 2 schools that I applied for. The other one was in Sweden, and that was just to piss my mom off.
UNT was my first choice. We had teachers that helped motivate us the entire time. They were truly there for us to do our best and be successful in the future. So, I mean, even at those times that we felt like we were going to fail, they made sure we didn't.
If it wasn't for the program, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I definitely sought out a whole plethora of things to do at UNT that could definitely help me in my career.
I'm actually going back to UNT for a Master's in Public Administration. And I just landed a really great job with the Children's Advocacy Center for Dickens County.
They help me in mostly everything. So. But then I'm probably going to help them now to have my education.
We'll get it in writing. Good day to who? Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of North Texas Fall 2021 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Science. There we go. Our ceremony will begin in just a few minutes. Please take this opportunity to turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. For the safety of our candidates and guests, only authorized press, university photographers, faculty, staff, and graduates are permitted on the Coliseum floor. We hope you will enjoy this ceremony and remember it fondly for many years to come. Because this is a special day for all our graduates, we ask that you stay until the end of the ceremony so that everyone will feel honored by your presence. Now, stand as you are able and remain standing for the processional and the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the Platform Party, Dr. Jennifer Cowley, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Mark McClellan, Vice President for Research and Innovation, Dr. Pamela Padilla, Dean of the College of Science, Dr. Aaron Tate, Chair of the College of Science Advancement Board, Dr. John Quintanilla, Associate Dean of the College of Science, Dr. Jyoti Shah, Chair of the Biological Sciences, Dr. Lee Slaughter, Chair of Chemistry, Dr. Ralph Schmidt, Chair of Mathematics, Dr. Jingbiao Qi, Chair of Physics, Dr. Rudy Thompson, Assistant Vice President, Digital Strategy and Innovation, and the College of Science Director of Teach North Texas.
Please be seated. Good evening. I am Dr. Pamela Padilla, Dean of the College of Science. Welcome to the University of North Texas on this wonderful graduation day. Today is truly an exciting occasion as we honor the fall 2021 graduates of the College of Science. Let me begin by thanking our great musicians, Cherise Williams, student of the Doctorate of Voice Performance, who led us in singing the national anthem and was accompanied by Mingni Ta, student of the Doctorate Collaborative Piano. It is an honor to have with us today UNT Vice President for Research and Innovation, Dr. Mark McClellan. It is my pleasure to extend congratulations to each of you today. You have achieved a new milestone in your lives, no doubt overcoming obstacles along the way. Achieving this goal, it has not been easy. Here you are surrounded by people who have helped you get to where you are today and who are so proud to see you take on this new challenge and opportunities as you transition from your life as a college student now to a college graduate. Many of the people who love you and who have been supportive of you are here with you today to share in your joy. For those of you who are here and who are able, would the parents of the graduates please stand up? Any grandparents, spouses, and children, uncles and aunts and cousins and friends and all relatives, please stand up. Graduates, please take this moment to stand and thank the people in your lives who are here and who have supported you in your academic endeavors. Thank you, and please be seated. I'd like to now invite Provost Kelly to the podium to offer her congratulations to the graduates.
Thank you, Dean Padilla. On behalf of the entire university community and President Neil Smatras, I want to congratulate all who are graduating today and welcome your family and friends. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to recognize graduates who have earned distinctions, including our magna and summa cum laude graduates whose GPAs are among the very best. Our Honors College graduates, many of whom are wearing their medallions today. Our Community Engagement Corps program honors graduates who volunteered a significant amount of time and service to our communities. These graduates are recognized by the gold cords that don their regalia. Wearing red, white, and blue cords today are graduates who have served or are currently serving in the armed forces of the United States and for whom we salute their service. We also congratulate each of our first-generation students, many of whom are wearing their first-generation stoles. And so many of our other graduates wearing special cords, stoles, and other regalia adornments that represent a wide variety of honors and campus involvement. Thank you for your engagement and congratulations on your decorated academic careers. Graduates, the degree you've earned is a mark of distinction that will forever set you apart. Only about a third of the U.S. population has a bachelor's degree or advanced degree. That number shows how much it takes to get a college degree: hard work and perseverance, sacrifice and passion, grit and tenacity. That's what it took to get you to today, your graduation. You have truly earned this degree. Though this is your accomplishment, it's important to remember that you didn't take this journey alone. You were surrounded by the many people who helped you get to where you are today and who are so very proud to see you transform from college student to college graduate. You're surrounded by family and friends who have supported you, believed in you from the very start. Your classmates and fellow graduates commiserated with you, inspired you, and kept you going. Your professors, advisors, and mentors nurtured you and nudged you and opened you to new worlds of possibility. Graduates, let's give thanks to all of these people who have been part of your journey to success. Now you're moving on to your next phase of your journey, and I know that you are well prepared because of your UNT education. We've provided you with knowledge, experience, and skills so you can be successful in whatever you do. We've taught you how to think critically, how to put knowledge and ideas into action, and how to see the world through a broad lens. We also hope we've shown you how to be a leader, that we've inspired you to chase your dreams, encouraged you to take risks, and shown you how to create positive change no matter what you're doing. That is the true gift of an education. It's not just about what you find in books, but what you find in yourself. It's about helping you to realize your potential. There are few moments in life that are more changing or more meaningful than this moment today. What you have accomplished during your time at UNT, particularly over the last 2 years, is tremendous. No student in more than a century has had to persevere through a global pandemic to earn their college degree. Through sacrifice and persistence, you've done exactly that, which means now you join the impressive ranks of those who hold a degree. Don't take this milestone for granted. Savor it, cherish it, celebrate it, and revel in this remarkable feat. As your journey of discovery continues, remember, you're not alone. You're part of a vast network of alumni of more than 461,000 and growing, and your UNT family will always be here for you. I want to say congratulations and good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Provost Cowley. It is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Erin Tate. Dr. Tate grew up as part of the UNT community, since she is from Denton, and as a child, she would come to campus with her father, who was a political science professor and former dean of the Toulouse Graduate School. After high school, she attended UNT, and in 1994 received her bachelor's degree in biological sciences. During her time here at UNT, she joined the Zeta Tau Alpha sorority, which helped her meet lifelong friends and learn leadership skills that later became valuable in her career. After completing her degree at UNT, she graduated in 1999 from the Texas A&M Veterinary Medical School, and in 2004, she opened her first veterinary practice. After the success of her first city vet clinic, she opened 2 additional practices. In addition to managing these growing businesses and caring for her patients, she's also working to start a mentorship program to teach other veterinarians how to run their own successful practice. I encourage you to view the UNT Alumni Live interview on YouTube, where you can see her amazing clinic and hear her answers about veterinary care. She is part of an important and impactful profession that a degree from the College of Science can lead to, taking care of the medical needs of our dear pets within our families. In speaking with Dr. Tate, it is apparent that she's an amazing veterinarian that cares deeply for her patients, but she is also a business owner who balances the veterinary medicine and managing clinics. Her hard work, care, and dedication are what led to the ability for her to be a successful veterinarian and open new clinics within the Dallas-Fort Worth area. A natural leader and innovator, Dr. Tate was voted chair-elect by her peers on the College of Science Advancement Board, a small but impactful group of alumni and donors that helps guide fundraising efforts in service of education and research initiatives within this college. Dr. Tate's goals are to include increasing public awareness of the accomplishments within the math and science departments at UNT. I greatly appreciate all of the work Dr. Tate does for the College of Science. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Erin Tate.
Good evening. I am honored and humbled to be standing on this stage today. I remember watching my dad on this stage at commencement ceremonies when I was a kid. I remember being in your shoes, so full of optimism and joy. UNT has been home to me my entire life. I grew up here, I went to school here, and now I am fortunate enough to be involved with the university as the chair of the UNT College of Science Advancement Board. In the late 1960s, my mom and dad moved to Denton, so my dad could teach political science at North Texas. When he arrived, the only hotel in town, the Holiday Inn, placed a greeting on the marquee which read, "Welcome, Neil 8," which was funny because my dad was a big guy who loved a good meal. My father, Neil Tate, went on to be a professor of political science at UNT for 30 years. He loved this university and was honored to serve as chair of the Political Science Department, as well as dean of the Robert B. Toulouse School of Graduate Studies. Growing up in this academic environment, I saw what a great place UNT was from a very young age. When I was about 6 years old, I would hang out with my dad after school and play secretary. I learned how to make coffee, take out the trash, and file my dad's never-ending stack of research documents. My favorite part of being his assistant was punching the computer data punch cards in the time before personal computers. As monotonous as it was, I felt important helping my dad. When I was 10, I started spending summers working in his chairman's office, answering phones and taking messages on traditional pink message pads. In the afternoons, I would sneak in the back of his classroom just to watch him teach. It was fascinating to witness his commanding presence with his students. I enjoyed going to lunch in the student union, and on special occasions, we would stay after work to hear the 1 o'clock lab band play. On weekends, in the summertime, we would see movies on a projector screen in the student union. I still remember laughing until I cried, watching Airplane in a hard plastic folding chair with my union popcorn. And despite the success or failure of the football and basketball teams, we never missed a game. We were, and still are, a North Texas family. In high school, when I started thinking about where I should attend college, I naturally thought of the University of North Texas. However, since I was an only child, my parents worried that going to North Texas and staying in Denton might hinder my true college experience. They felt I would mature more if I left home my freshman year. My parents told me I could go anywhere I wanted as long as it wasn't UNT. So I began my career at a local university about 45 minutes away and hated it. As someone who had typically made good grades and been a happy teenager, my grades were falling and I was depressed. After evaluating all of my options, my sweet, loving parents finally agreed to let me come home and try the University of North Texas for a semester before applying elsewhere. Of course, I was not to live at home. I had to go spread my wings and be an independent young woman. After one semester, I had a 3.9 GPA. I loved my classes, my new friends, and the diverse college life I was starting to experience at UNT. My ever-supportive parents noticed my happiness and agreed I could continue at UNT if I agreed I would get involved in campus activities. For me, the best way to meet new people and be involved in community groups was to go through Sorority Rush. When I pledged Zeta Tau Alpha, I didn't know what to expect, but I quickly made lifelong friends and started learning study skills and leadership skills that would start me on my path to a successful career. I was elected the vice president in charge of pledges, Pledge Mom, which was a good practice leading a group of peers to achieve a common goal. As social chair, I enjoyed planning parties and mixers and even met my wonderful husband. Back in the 90s, fraternities and sororities would pair up against each other to perform Broadway musicals. Lucky for me, Zeta paired up with Sigma Chi to perform Oklahoma, where my dance partner swept me off my feet. We've been married for 16 fantastic years and have a 10-year-old son. From the time I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a veterinarian. In my 4 years at UNT, I majored in biology and minored in chemistry in the hopes of being accepted to Texas A&M University Veterinary Medical School. The sciences were challenging, and math was never my friend. But luckily, with my UNT degree, my good grades, marginal GRE scores, I was one of the fortunate students accepted on my second try. Feeling crushed after being rejected on my first try, I had to figure out Plan B. As my father's daughter, I felt compelled to explore the realm of teaching. I loved my science background and still wanted to do something with animals and disease research. So I applied to SMU to get a degree in molecular biology and was accepted. I was set to become a teaching assistant and start my career in academia when I was given the green light to go to Texas A&M Veterinary School. As excited as I was about the prospect of teaching, I had to follow my dream of becoming a veterinarian. In the fall of 1995, I moved to College Station. It was culture shock after coming from North Texas. Never had I been surrounded by as many pickup trucks and men in tight Wranglers. And why did everybody say howdy? Of course, I grew to love this place and all of its traditions. Midnight yell practice, standing for hours on end in 100-degree weather for televised football games, and dunking my Aggie ring. As vet students, we endured long days of classes and endless studying that forced us to find ways to decompress. What could be more fun than racing your classmates riding on the back of your formalin-preserved horses in anatomy lab? Turning learning sciences into learning medicine while building my future career with the animals I adored was becoming a reality. I learned how to do physical exams on cats and dogs, palpate cattle, castrate pigs, and avoid being trampled on by horses. I wanted to do it all, so I learned how to practice medicine on exotic animals like rabbits, snakes, birds, and sugar gliders. I practiced my spays and neuters and kept animals safe under anesthesia. Cardiology, internal medicine, dermatology, ophthalmology, parasitology, histology, pharmacology. Somehow, I learned it all and kept it ready to use in my brain. And in the spring of 1999, I was officially a doctor of veterinary medicine. I was excited and terrified now to be a real doctor without any training wheels. After graduation, I moved to Dallas to work in a small animal and exotics practice with 3 other doctors. The 2 owners were a married couple, and the 3rd vet was an associate vet like me. Seeing patients on your own as a baby doc is a nerve-wracking experience. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to have great mentors in my first job. As I developed my medical skills, I paid attention to how my bosses ran the practice. After a couple years, the owners of the practice acquired a second veterinary hospital. They needed some extra help with the 2 practices, so I volunteered to do some human resources management. You know, the fun stuff, hiring and firing. I began training employees and helping with inventory. As time passed, my co-associate vet, Dr. Murphy, and I wondered if we could do all this and spread our wings and have our own practice. The thought was scary since vet school prepares you for being a doctor, but not how to run a business. And how would I manage being a busy practicing veterinarian too? Eventually, Dr. Murphy and I decided to do it. We secured loans and began the search. After realizing how much it costs to build a new practice, we decided to look for a doctor wanting to sell. For months, we sent letters to clinics inquiring if they would be interested in selling, and we finally got a bite. Dr. Chick Cannon owned a practice called City Vet in Dallas on Oaklawn Avenue and had recently acquired a second practice in Uptown Dallas on McKinney Avenue a few miles away. He was one person working hard to manage 2 hospitals and was interested to meet with us to explore the options. I won't bore you with all the legal details, but suffice it to say, 10 months later, Dr. Murphy and I were the proud owners of City Vet Uptown and partners with Dr. Cannon in both practices. The first couple of years gave me new experiences with people and animals every day. My sparkly new practice had a doggy daycare where people could take their dogs to come and play while they were at work. In my first week, a whippet jumped over the daycare gate, because those dogs know how to jump, and broke its leg. Though the dog caused its own injury, it happened in my business, and now I had to tell the owner and figure out how to handle the situation properly. I wasn't prepared for this. My inherited employees would sit around reading magazines and doing homework on the clock. How was I supposed to get them to stop doing this without looking like the bad guy? I discovered an employee was doing drugs. Now, what are the rules and laws about when you can drug test someone? An upset client wants to speak to the owner. Oh, wait a minute, that's me. And I wanted to pay money for this opportunity? During this time, I became eternally grateful for the teaching skills I learned from my dad, the counseling skills I acquired from my mom, the social worker, my leadership skills as a manager of people in Zeta, and my practiced ability to speak to clients I learned from my first boss. It was at this moment it all came together and my career finally took off. Dr. Murphy and I grew City Vet Uptown in our first years, and before long I was working alongside Dr. Cannon with a vision of more City Vet practices and even some retail stores. I spent many hours counseling people on beds, shampoos, toys, and leashes for their pets, so why not combine medicine with retail for a better client experience? Our next practices were born: City Vet Flower Mound and City Pet Supply Retail Store. As City Vet grew, I wrote employee handbooks and operations manuals and continued to help manage people. at all of our locations while working full-time at City Vet Uptown. After 7 years, I was enjoying my career, but I had the itch just to do a little bit more. Dr. Cannon wanted to combine our retail store concept with a new City Vet clinic. I was interested in the prospect of blending the two businesses, but was nervous about opening another practice by myself without my partner, Dr. Murphy, by my side. But hey, why not? City Vet Preston Royal opened the day after Christmas 2011, and I embarked on my new adventure, leaving my 2-month-old baby boy in daycare for the first time. City Vet Preston Royal was in a busy shopping center in Dallas for 5 years. The foot traffic to the restaurants and surrounding shops brought new clients, and I was happily succeeding. But as business goes, our lease expired, and the shopping center wanted different clientele, so we had to move out. We wanted to create a separate place for boarding, grooming, and daycare, apart from the practice when we relocated. After many months of searching for the perfect spot within our budget, we moved a couple of blocks north. City Vet Preston Royal was now City Vet Preston Forest, and Ruffett became our doggy hotel and spa. Moving was costly and difficult, but today, City Vet Preston Forest is a healthy, thriving 4-doctor practice with 43 employees between Ruffett and the clinic. You can likely see where this story is going. Yep, I got the itch again a few years ago. City Vet Preston Hollow became my 3rd owned and partnered practice in 2018. And today, City Vet has over 24 practices in Texas and Colorado. Will this be my last one? Only time will tell. I am a Denton girl. I'm a University of North Texas graduate. I am a doctor of veterinary medicine. I am a mentor, a wife, a mother, and a daughter. I am grateful for my career, and I am proud of my accomplishments as a woman in business and medicine. My story can and will be your story too. You have the skills and the education to take on any challenge in continuing education, a new job, or opening a business, or maybe all three. In this wild, pandemic-challenged world, embrace your successes and challenges as you embark on your new chapter, and always, always treasure your time at the University of North Texas. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tate, for an inspiring speech to our graduates. Dr. Tate has been a great role model for students who not only have a passion to pursue knowledge and truth, but also to help others and give back to society. These are the characteristics of a true UNT graduate. These are the characteristics in which everybody needs to build a better world and a better place. I'm honored to present the 2021 College of Science Distinguished Alumni Award to Dr. Tate to recognize your outstanding professional accomplishments as well as your engagement with UNT. Okay, to continue with our program, it is now time to recognize our outstanding students. The primary objective of UNT is for academic excellence, and I am pleased to recognize those students who have not only completed their degrees, but have done so with distinction. Undergraduate candidates who overall grade point average are from 3.5 to 3.69 graduate cum laude with praise. At this graduation, there are over 60 graduate cum laudes. Would those students present please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Those candidates whose GPAs are from 3.7 through 3.89 graduate magna cum laude with high praise, there are 50 students graduating magna cum laude at this ceremony. Would those students present today please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Those candidates whose GPAs are from 3.9 through a perfect 4.0 graduate cum laude with highest praise. At this ceremony, there are 28 students graduating summa cum laude. Would those students present today please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I also want to take a moment to recognize the outstanding graduates wearing a special green and gold philanthropy cord today. If they will please stand. Thank you for making a gift to our Student Success Fund to commemorate your graduating class and support those who are following in your footsteps. Your generosity and care for others exemplifies everything the UNT community stands for, and your gift will go on to help others succeed. I sincerely thank you. The next part of our program is conferral of degrees. Graduates, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. At this moment, would all of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the College of Science please rise and remain standing until all degrees have been conferred. Provost Cowley, on the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Science, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Are y'all ready? Are you excited? On the recommendation of the faculty and the dean, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas through the UNT System Board of Regents and President Smatras, I hereby confer upon you the degree to which you have been certified with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates, on your tremendous accomplishment. Please join me in congratulating our newest baccalaureate degree graduates. Please be seated.
Okay, it is now time to recognize today's graduates individually. Graduates, please come forward as escorted by our ceremony marshals to be recognized individually by name. We are here to offer a verbal and no-touch congratulations to each and every one of you. Marshals, please usher these new graduates to the platform so they can be recognized and congratulated. Graduates, after you have been recognized, please return to your seat and remain seated.
Pardon us for having a little bit of technical difficulty. Presenting the candidates from the Department of Biological Sciences. Go ahead. Stephanie Arriaga. Farhana E. Ahmed, cum laude. Daniel Enoch Alcorn, magna cum laude. Ibrahim Salih Al-Gawadir. Rhea Ibrahim Al-Zubi. Jessica C. Anaway. David C. Banagu, cum laude. Micah Lauren Barnes, magna cum laude. Cassidy Nicole Blanton, summa cum laude. Jordan O. Bokiyi, cum laude. Kyla Devon Bob. Irene Ruth Botchway, summa cum laude. Alana Browner, cum laude. Alyssa E. Browning. Catherine Berbeles. Madison A. Bison, cum laude. Savannah Alyssa Calanche, cum laude. Stephen S. Chavez, cum laude. Tanaka Kimberly Chikopa, cum laude. Blaine Michael Cope. Kelsey Janine Draper. Ashley Amarachukwu Agente. Eric Martin Ellis, cum laude. Daisy Escalante. Isaac Escarcega. Jacob Daniel Estrada. Jasmine Griselda Fernandez. Erica S. Finley. Emmanuel Momon Philip Forna. Christian Alexander Garcia. Jasa Sajid George, magna cum laude. Sarah Nicole Goodson. AJ Gulati, cum laude. Esmeralda Guzman. Richard David Guzman. Hiam Hijali. Haley Ann Hannah, summa cum laude. Christopher Andrew Harry. Alexandria Eileen Hurley. Michaela A. Jasmine. Nicole Jimenez. Taj Romer Johnson. Rajat Khadka, cum laude. Sachi Marie Kutu Akoi. Brian Thomas Michael LeBeau, summa cum laude. Michaela Lee Lane. Tanisha A. Lawson. Michaela Emil Campos Linang, magna cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Lee. Christy Vai Luong. Anna Christine Manning Mortimer, cum laude. Mackenzie Marie Magarias, cum laude. Arrington M. Melton, magna cum laude. Kristen J. Miguel, magna cum laude. Doreen Kamaldin Abuash. Mario Nava. Harmon Lee Nelson, magna cum laude. Clinton Kanule Wikiwana. Chelsea Asua Norte. Alexis Ojeda, cum laude. Brianna Olvera. Abraham Olowabi. Victor M. Perez III, cum laude. Carolyn Souza Perry. Rebecca Popile. Sarah Christine Potts. Isidro Posada Carrete. Bethany S. Raddick. Anam K. Rajani, magna cum laude. Nicholas Ray Ramsey, cum laude. Alexandria Paola Ramirez. John Rudnitsky, magna cum laude. Nur and Saeed, summa cum laude. Arieli Sanchez, cum laude. Paola J. Sanchez Quintero, cum laude. Kaylee Mai Sandoval. Kevin Daniel Sandoval. Zach Shamir Salazar. Maureen Jelita Sarasaf Sarawara, cum laude. Hira Ilas Shakur. Kyra Sharp, cum laude. Kristen M. Shaw, summa cum laude. Aylin Shrizadeh, cum laude. Cortez Najiha Sims. Dominique Pearl Skinner. Hannah Yi Young So, magna cum laude. Sabrina Marie Somerville. Jasmine Tejeda, magna cum laude. Daniel Jason Trutza, magna cum laude. Grant Jasper Kenneth S. Victorious. Tracy Villatoro, summa cum laude. Jacob H. Voth. Kiara S. Ward. Valdeza S. Wilburn. Florence Yamoa, cum laude. Caitlin N. Youngblood, cum laude. Iman Zahir, cum laude. Kalanda Kapinga. Noor Almayahi. Alexandria B. Mosby. Mahmoud Nasser Abuseda. Kimberly N. Anderson, cum laude. Lindsay M. Carballo. Anthony M. De Maria, magna cum laude. Christopher Edwards Jean. Anak Jansi Mohan, magna cum laude. Asich G. Mohan, magna cum laude. Kayla Nok Win, cum laude. Peter D. Win. Thi Beeks Sang Win, cum laude. Clarissa Marie Villarreal Rodriguez. Kristen S. Cassidy, magna cum laude. Lindsay M. Gansky. Gladys Judith Garcia. Kiera M. Hancock, summa cum laude. Sofia Mia Hernandez. Tyler Austin Hughes, cum laude. Catherine Mahan. Alexandra P. Montero, cum laude. Carson Davis Nick, cum laude. McKaylee E. Sachs Crook, magna cum laude. Olivia Grace Storms. Savannah Morgan Thomas, cum laude. Melissa Don Toll, cum laude. Melissa Miranda, cum laude. Summa cum laude. Mai Thi Quinn Win, summa cum laude. V. Thi Con Win, summa cum laude. Janie Carissa Reyes. Emma L. Zamaripa, magna cum laude. Now presenting the candidates from the Department of Chemistry. Katie Lee Gillespie, magna cum laude. Rex Alexander Haywood. Zachary Shane McIntosh. Alyssa Yvette Myers. Carlin Van. Now presenting the candidates from the Department of Mathematics. Enrique Emilio Alegria. Connor Ross Dunn. Elazia Garcia. Brendan Tyler Gano, magna cum laude. Uriah Lynn. Brandon Avery Mather, summa cum laude. Mary Melissa Morris. Ryan J. Nihus, magna cum laude. Brittany Lee Perdon. Josiah Joshua Sweat, cum laude. Suja Tiwari, magna cum laude. Chad M. Yeager, magna cum laude. Now presenting the candidates from the Department of Physics. Raymundo Reyes Gomez. Zachary James Jernigan, summa cum laude. Stephen Carey Legrand. Brianna Trinea Lewis Marshall. Andre Joseph Miligore, cum laude. Jacob Alden Rafferty, magna cum laude.
Congratulations to all of our graduates today. I have stood before you throughout this ceremony, serving officially in my role as UNT's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, but I also want to let you know that I am a proud UNT alumna. Now more than ever, your UNT degree signifies that you are a member of a truly caring, creative, and resilient community. On this important day, you're joining ranks with a network of imaginative leaders and innovators, people who are making a difference all around the world. From one UNT alum to another, I want to welcome you to an alumni network that is strong and active. I know from personal experience that our alma mater, located in the true heart of Texas, helps you form lasting relationships and create lifelong success. As you move on to pursue your purpose, remember that you're an important member of the UNT family. We're proud to recognize your accomplishments today. And the UNT Alumni Association will be here to support you through every stage of your life and career. To highlight UNT's commitment to graduates, the UNT Alumni Association is happy to give each of you a one-year membership. As a member of the Alumni Association, you will join a group of active, engaged alumni who are ready to help you succeed. So stay connected with your alma mater. Keep your contact information updated. Join us at alumni events. Participate in our Mean Green Mentors program. Follow us on social media and tell us about your successes. And stay connected to each other. Network with UNT graduates, support alumni-owned businesses, and maintain the relationships that have made your student experiences so meaningful. Now and then, take a moment to look back on your time at UNT. Then go forward and do great things with the confidence that you have the lifelong support of your university. Lastly, to our graduates with class rings, it's time to turn your rings so the University of North Texas faces away from you. This symbolizes that you are ready to face the world. We hope that you will continue to wear your UNT ring with pride as you work to achieve your dreams. Now, while you may have started your time at UNT alone, you're now part of a network of people who believe in you and care about your future. All right, so I am so grateful to be able to have the pleasure to officially welcome you to the Mean Green alumni family. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Graduates, I would like for you to all rise to perform one more ritual. It is now my honor to instruct you to move your tassel of your cap to proclaim your new status as graduates. Please remain standing as we conclude this wonderful ceremony. I know you will join me in thanking all of the staff who made this commencement possible. We want to thank our announcer, Mr. Russ Stuckel, Assistant Dean of Student Life of TAMS. At this moment, I would like to invite everyone else to also rise for the closing. Miss Williams will lead us in singing the alma mater, after which the marshals will lead the recessional.